Before we get started, I wanted to mention that this is the first video we filmed on our new camera, the Sony AX53. We also have lots of footage shot on a few different iPhones for this investigation. So between new cameras with new filming and audio profiles, and smartphones without any external microphones, this one's going to be a little rough. So apologies in advance. Hey everyone, on Friday, October 24th, 2025, we drove to Hopkinsville, Kentucky to investigate the Night House, the oldest structure in the area at over 200 years old. Now, being that it was already late October when we filmed this, the chances of pushing out any sort of Halloween special was going to be slim at best. But with all the other paranormal YouTubers out there doing their Hell Weeks and their Nightmare Months, we didn't want to be left out of the fun. However, the spirits of the Night House were said to be quite friendly and respectful, so to call our video Hell Anything would have felt very disingenuous. So get ready for our one heckin' good, positive, and friendly investigation time in October.
Welcome to the Night House. Thank you for coming. I will be brief out here since it's a little chilly. I just like to start out here because the architectural stuff in the house has changed a lot. The original structure was built in 1815. The original structure is the red brick. So everything else you see was added onto. And we call it the Night House because they were here from 1860 until 1945 when we sold out that family. So for 85 years. They also did the most changes to the house. There was another family, the Rogers, who were here for 65 years. They didn't do quite as many, but the Knights, the first owner that we come across is in 1844. A guy named Major J.P. Campbell. When they built houses back then, they didn't generate a deed, so we don't know. I haven't proven who. I'm pretty sure it's J.P. Campbell who built the house. 1815 kind of fits his timeline because he came to Hopkinsville in 1812 and got married. They started having kids, and then by 1844, when he sells the house, their kids are grown and all that stuff, so they wouldn't need a big house like this and actually moved downtown. And that house was just sold out of the Campbell family last year. So in 1844, J.P. Campbell sells the house to a guy named Edwin Ware. He just keeps the house for about 3 years. He's a lawyer, but he wills and deals in real estate and only keeps the house for 3 years. In 1848, he sells it to R.L. Waddell and his family. R.L. Waddell was a lawyer and a politician, and his family spent 10 years here until 1858. And he didn't get reelected to the state house, so he moved his family to Texas, which is kind of the frontier. Don't know why he held onto the house for 2 more years before he actually sold it, and then he sold it to J.B. Knight. So J.B. Knight was also a lawyer. It's kind of a theme here with all the owners. Him and his wife Eliza had 7 kids. All of the kids were born before they moved in this house, but they were all little. I think their oldest son was 9 when they moved in the house out of the 7 kids. They had 4 sons and 3 daughters. Run down the kids real quick. The oldest, Robert, he was a farmer and owned a mercantile store, and he died in 1881, a year after his dad died in 1880. The next son is John Jr. He becomes a lawyer like his father. In 1871, the Great Chicago Fire, he went to Chicago to oversee the rebuilding of a 3-story apartment building, like fancy, high-class apartment building that burned down, that J.B., his father, owned. He never moved back to Hopkinsville. He lived there until he died in 1929, and he became a huge real estate mogul up there and a huge attorney. The next kid is Charlie. Charlie becomes an attorney, and he works for his father a little bit as a lawyer. But then in 1883, he becomes Western State Lunatic Asylum, which is Western Kentucky Hospital, is only about a mile from here. It's still in operation, been in operation in 1848. So in 1883, he becomes president of the board to run the hospital. And he runs the hospital either as the president or on the board until 1921, and then he dies in the house in 1924. He never got married, never had kids. And then the next kid is Carrie, the first daughter. Whenever Charlie moved back, he brought his best friend and college roommate with him and moved in the house with him here, James Harding. when he moved in here, he was 18, 19. I think Carrie was 17, and they fell in love and got married and had 4 kids. 3 of them died either as infants or as toddlers. One of them, Leon, is the only son they had that lived. At the age of 25, Carrie died of tuberculosis in the house. The next daughter was Kate. The next daughter is Kate. She never gets married, never has kids, dies a year after her sister of tuberculosis at the age of 22 here in the house. The next child is, Ida. I think I'm missing her boy. The next kid is Ida. She never gets married, never has kids, pretty much lives the entire life in this house and dies in 1938 in the house. The youngest son, Thomas, he becomes a lawyer in 1883. A couple years after his father died, he ends up taking over his uncle Thomas's, which was his mom's brother's house at 17th and Main. And he becomes a lawyer, but he makes his money in real estate and insurance. So Thomas, he gets married, but they don't have any kids. His wife dies, and he moves back into here with Ida, and he dies in 1939 in the house. So the house kind of goes up in limbo. None of the extended family could really afford it. It needed updated electricity, modern plumbing, all that stuff. So it's kind of in limbo, and the family didn't really know what to do with it. So Leon, the oldest grandson, which was Carrie and James Harding's son, he moves back up here from Nashville, and he was pretty successful, owning a bunch of different stores. And he's trying to get his affairs in order to move up here and take over the house. Well, he unexpectedly dies in 1942. So he didn't take over the house. So in 1945, they have a huge estate sale. The family does, and they sell off everything the Knights owned. They stick furniture, all that, and sell the house. So we do not have any original pieces of furniture from the Knights in the house, or any earlier than that either. So they sell off the house. A guy named Majors buys the house, and he basically just flips it. He owns it 1945, 1948. He puts in modern plumbing, more modern electricity, and then sells it to W. Rogers and his wife Frances. W. Rogers is a lawyer. Majors was a lawyer as well. He flipped houses on the side. So W. Rogers Jr. moves in here with his wife Frances and their kids. They had 4 kids. The only one still alive is Edith, the daughter. The parents, the father dies. W. Rogers Jr. died at the age of 48 back in the 80s. And then his wife lives here, Frances, until she dies in 1999 of cancer. She was in her 70s when she passed away here. When she dies in 1999, 98, 99, their son, Terry, actually lived next door in the house next door. They built that house for him when he got old enough and got married. Well, he moves in the house here until he dies in the house in 2014. So the Rassets, Mark Rassett and his wife bought the house in 2014. They owned it for 10 years until we bought it in April of last year. They did a lot of remodeling and stuff in the house as far as shoring the foundation, waterproofing the basement, things like that. And then we bought it, like I said, April of 2024. So we've been doing more work, and we're the first ones to ever open it to the public. It's been a residence for 210 years, and it's never been abandoned, which is almost unheard of. Originally, the property started out as 300 acres. When the Knights bought it, we're now at 3 acres, which is pretty good since we're so close to downtown. J.B. Knight, like I said, did a lot to the house. He upgraded it to Greek Revival, which was popular in the 1860s, especially 1860s, 50s. So he had the dining room here, and they also added this door. And this tells us that they're into spiritualism somewhat, which is odd around here because of the Bible Belt. And so you have to go pretty much like New Orleans, Savannah, places like that are into spiritualism, or up in New England to see a door like this. Anybody know what this is?
That door.
Yes. The death door or coffee door. Because the way the house is made, with the parlor being up the next level, they wouldn't have carried a coffin up there. They would have the wakes in the dining room. There's 2 different beliefs when it comes to spiritualists for the death door or coffin door. For one, it would stay open the entire wake, no matter the temperature outside, because it's for the dead to leave the house. They also thought it was bad luck for the dead and the living to use the same door. They thought it might curse you to be the next one to die. So the two beliefs, one is that no living person could enter or exit the door, only the dead could exit. So what they would do is they would have pallbearers out here, pallbearers inside, they'd pass the casket through, they would walk around. So they no living person ever walked through the door. So the dead followed the body out of the house. The door would be shut and locked, not open until they had another wait. Yeah. Actually, right before I got here, we had several things happen. While I was here by myself, it was really quiet. And some days we don't have anything happen. But I go around and we talk to them like they're still living. I let them know we have a team coming to the house, spend the night. And when he got here, some things started happening. I don't know why, but he triggered them. I had walked through here probably 20 times today, cleaning and doing beds and all kinds of stuff by myself. The doors to the buffet never open. I walked through here, I got 100 pounds on him. So if I'm gonna shake them, you know what I'm saying? And they don't normally open on their own anyway. And a while ago, he walked back in the house and I was sitting at the dining room table. And they opened right in front of him, like blocking his path.
These center ones here?
Yeah, so that was interesting.
But the hinge is broke on one of them, so it's not like it opens easy either. So
Yeah, we kind of have to shove them together in there so they're in there kind of tight.
Stuck.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's not something that's ever happened before. And then also I heard somebody walking behind him earlier on the floor. And then outside, when y'all first pulled up, I thought he was walking back around the house and I heard crunching in the leaves, but he was around the front. So it was like somebody was walking through the leaves out there. So that's what happened today. Also, he was in the bathroom earlier and said he heard a voice. It's like somebody talking in the vent.
that thing goes straight to the cellar.
Yeah. So that's something that happens all the time, hearing voices in various parts of the house.
I just heard a thud
Knocks, thuds.
up there.
Yep. Footsteps upstairs in the attic and stuff. Hear a lot of stuff coming from the cellar, especially audible voices. There's a woman that we hear more than anybody else. There's a woman and a man. But the woman, we've heard her say full sentences. And it echoes just like the echo you hear from my voice. And it's just been me and him in the house. And it's coming from inside the house. There's nobody outside. I mean, you can tell it's in the house. You couldn't tell what she's saying, but it's a full sentence. So. This is actually a cape, and then underneath is a long sleeve shirt with a corset built in. It has the ribs built in for the corset, and then underneath it's a camisole. But this is all handmade, so you got hand beadwork, and then all of this is hand done piping.
I heard something, but I couldn't tell what it was.
I
I
heard,
did too.
I heard like some like thudding, but then I heard like a voice.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
something like that. But
Yeah, I saw him look with y'all.
No, I looked over here where I thought the thudding came from.
Yeah.
Like it sounded like almost like
yeah,
but like really muffled.
Heard that before.
I didn't hear the thudding. I just heard the.
I heard thudding, and then I heard like.
One night I was sitting down here with my brother and his girlfriend, and I was waiting on a team to come. And we were sitting here just talking, and we heard for a straight almost a minute somebody walking back and forth in the attic. And when it stopped, I sent my brother up there to recreate it, to make sure that's what we were kind of hearing. It sounded exactly the same. So we've heard the footsteps in the attic up there before. So. But if you kind of just start turning your feet, like that as you go up, it kind of makes it a little easier. They're like pie-shaped wedge and then in the hook.
But he likes. I like to get last.
I just felt someone touch me right here. Like as I was going up on the second to last step or so, I just felt someone touch me.
Huh.
Felt,
Somebody.
it felt like this.
Yeah.
And I was right behind you with the camera,
Yeah.
so we check
just-
it later.
It just felt like someone just poked me in the hip.
Probably. Be careful.
Don't.
Or hurry up.
Or hurry up, real fast.
Oh yeah, down's even more fun.
David just got touched.
I got touched.
That's not something that happens often.
I felt it
Come up the
right
stairs.
around as I was entering the door.
We'll review the footage later. I had my camera basically right at where he's describing, so.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna work, buddy. Maybe one person said they got touched, but not like in regular places.
I mean, walking by definitely gets that swinging.
Yeah.
The doors were open.
Oh,
When I walked back in the kitchen, I noticed they were open, and I don't think they were open when we went around the corner.
I'll tell you, everybody on the team will experience something except for me. That's how it always is.
So, let me walk by again.
I am. Fine, here, there's one open.
Okay, I was kind of like stomping
When I
there.
walked back in the kitchen just now, they were open.
No, we didn't. They were not open.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out if stepping at a certain spot on the floor makes them help.
I'm walking heavy, so
Hold on, I'm gonna take a thermal picture of them. Yeah, so there's no handprints on them. Because watch, touch one of the drawers like the handles, this one right here. And let go.
Yeah, your hand.
Yeah, so it shows up like a handprint if somebody touched it. Now there's a warm spot right here, and there's a warm spot right here.
okay, but also look at this. So this one doesn't want to open on its own.
Yeah,
Like
They were both open.
it's just kind of stuck in there.
yeah.
And they were both open. They were like
Also, like,
they were sort of like that, but also when they're both closed, this one latches in there. See how
yeah.
it's latched in there?
Also, everywhere you've touched them, even just for a minute,
Right.
you leave fingerprints. And nobody touched them.
That's
So it's latched.
Yeah. So now you can see where it's been touched, and even the handle he touched over here, a few, almost a minute later, it's still warm to the touch,
Mm-hmm.
or warm to the camera. Sorry.
You said there was a warm spot up here
There's a
somewhere?
warm spot right here,
Oh yeah.
and there's another one over there.
And I didn't
Yeah.
touch anything when I walked by.
Yeah, I didn't touch anything either. Now I touched the wall over here, I was messing with Pam. You see the kind of the warm spot right there? I was just messing with her. I had put my hand on the wall and I pulled it off. So
Yeah.
even a handprint 5 minutes later is still visible a little bit on the camera. So
Yeah.
nobody touched these things.
Super cool.
Unless somebody opened it with like a stick or something. Yeah, that could be a thing.
Pam, you don't have any sticks or anything, do you?
I don't have any sticks. I don't have any sticks.
I can't take a thermal video, but I can take a video of. Okay.
Well,
Maybe it's like they have to loosen over time a little bit.
possibly. Yeah, I can see that.
Because like when we try to debunk it, nothing happens. But as soon as somebody walks by it again, it just randomly walks by. It pops
Probably
open.
just a amount of like.
Yeah, so just for the sake of having this on camera, I just walked by here, walked this way, and it opened up. Of course, I was being goofy and I was stomping really heavily as I walked by, and as I did, these popped open. So, debunked. Alrighty, so hey everyone, this is Seeking Beyond Paranormal, and we are at the Night House in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and we've been here for a couple hours now, it feels like, and we've already had some activity. If you're here with us, and you just touched that object, can you touch it again? I'm sorry we haven't introduced ourselves just yet, but we will. Okay, well, yeah, we've been here for a couple hours now, and we did the tour, and we actually had a lot of stuff happening on the tour. Heard some thuds, heard possibly a disembodied voice. We couldn't understand what it was saying, but we heard that. And we actually just debunked something over here. This cabinet here, these two doors here, they were saying that they had opened, and they had never opened before. And we just spent about 20 minutes debunking it, and it seems like after the doors have been closed for a while, they might loosen up a little bit, and then as you walk by it, well, they're not loose yet, but as you walk by it, they would open up. So we'll be on the lookout for that all night. There they go. So that's debunked on camera now. And what it is you see it's got this little latch here that connects into these spring-loaded things. And it's a secure fit when it's just the one door. But you have to get both doors together in order for them to both close. That might be temperature. If that's you, can you back up?
Thank you.
Thank you. But yeah, so we just debunked that. But they said that that was a newer phenomenon that had just happened.
I think today.
Yeah, so it's probably just, it's been loosening over time and it finally happened. So, but that was some good debunking work here. This is the current kitchen, and there's nothing that happens in here. This is just, our base of operations. There's Diana. So I'm going to go ahead and officially start things off here by introducing ourselves. My name is David. To my left here I have Jessica. In the other room there we have Dan. And back in the kitchen we have Pamela and Diana. And we're calling out to the spirits of the night house, spirits of this house here. We've come here tonight to interact with you, to speak with you, have a conversation. If that's you, can you back up, please? Can you back away? Back away, please. Thank you very much. We really enjoy that you like playing with that, and we'd like to use that device as a means of communication with you. But like I said, we're here to communicate with you, to interact with you. We come with nothing but respect and love and light. So we hope to have a pleasant time here and hope to interact with you in a respectful, positive manner tonight. And we're going to be around the house. We invite you to follow us around while we're in the house. If that was you who was setting it off earlier, can you set that device off for me on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Just go up to that device on the table and try to touch it Move into it, get as close to it as you can. All you have to do is get close to it like that. Can you do that for me, please? Do you have the voice recorders going?
I got this one. I don't have this one on yet.
Okay, can you go ahead and... We have these other objects here. I'm going to point to them. This object right here and this object right here are voice recorders. They're here to capture your voice because we can't always hear it. Thank you very much. Can you move away from that? Please? Thank you very much. It's like just they'll do it only when I say please.
Yeah. Have to be polite.
Well, let's see. I would very much like for you to do that again. Would you tap that device or grab that device, please? Now, to be clear, we're not here to get you to do parlor tricks or anything of that sort. We have all this equipment here for the sake of studying you and helping us perceive your presence. So if any of this stuff sounds silly to you, that isn't our intent. It's just to get you to interact with this equipment so that we can perceive your presence easier. We may have heard you earlier. I think one of you may have touched me earlier. I welcome you to touch me throughout the night. If you are here with us, can you come up to one of these two devices and tell us your name? And tell us your name. And tell us your name. Okay, so just to give you a little bit more information, we are not going to be able to hear you through these devices until later on when we go back home and listen to the recordings. So if you are speaking to us and we can't hear it, I understand if it's going to be frustrating, but we do have some limitations that we are dealing with through our technology. So please, if you can, speak into the devices, and we will be able to hear them later on.
And try to speak as loudly and clearly as possible.
If you have any messages for us or the homeowners here, we'll give you about 30 seconds to just speak into these devices. All right, well, thank you very much. Can you back away from that, please? Yeah, let's go into the parlor. Yeah, let's go into the parlor. So, You'll notice that I set out 2 flashlights here on this wide chair thing, sofa right there. Those are those twist on, twist off type of flashlights. And I've turned them on so that they're just barely on, and then I backed away from it. So it should take only very minimal amount of effort to turn them on. Now, if anyone is in here with us, we have these 2 torches, these 2 flashlights here on this sofa. Oh, Dan, are you recording on those?
Yeah, just.
Okay.
Yeah, the big one you have to hit it twice.
Okay. So voice recorder session number 2, Night House, parlor. So if there's anyone with us, you'll see those 2 torches, those 2 flashlights on the sofa there. All you need to do to turn them on is to twist them, take the front of it and twist it. Try as hard as you can. There you go. Thank you very much. Just like that. Can you do the other one for me, please? Just twist it or tap it. Okay, if that black one is too difficult, can you go back to the red one and turn it on for me, please? Tagging Diana. All you need to do is twist the top, twist the front of that flashlight, and it'll turn on. You did it before. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. That's really great. If you would like, we would like to use that as a means of communication. If you would like to use that one to indicate yes, you can just turn it on and we will understand that you are answering yes to our questions. If you would like to say no, either leave it off or turn the other flashlight on, and we can communicate in that manner. Did you live in this house? Are you one of the knights? If it's too difficult, we do have alternate means of communicating, alternate devices. We do have these 2 voice recorders here.
Were you a soldier?
There we go. We do have these 2 voice recorders right here that you can speak into. We also have these little balls here that if you touch them, they will light up. I put one there. I put one up here on the mantle. Battery in that one might be dying. I put one over here. And we also have this device on the chess set that if you come near it, your energy might set this device off, might cause it to light up. That's the REM pod in there. We also have another REM pod in here. All you need to do is touch it for it to go off. Whoop. That might have been me. Let's see if that one turns off.
Was it possibly answering my question earlier? When I asked if it was a soldier.
It's possible.
When you asked if it was, if they were a knight, and they,
Were you a soldier? If so, set off one of the devices. Thank you very much.
Down here, one of the significant things is the basement here. Hopkinsville was occupied 3 times by the Confederacy and 3 times by the Union during the Civil War. And one of the times that the Confederacy was in town, they never had any battles here. They had some skirmishes, but really wasn't any battle wounded unless they brought them from some other battle. But when about 3,000 Confederate soldiers were stationed in town under Nathan Bedford Forrest, a plague went through the Confederate Army. And they already were poor anyway. They didn't have any money. So they had poor health because of poor nutrition. Their clothes are rags and things like that. So they're susceptible easily to an infection. But it's called black fox pneumonia, and it caused these black blood blisters come up on the skin, and they died of pneumonia. And it was almost 100% fatal. They were caught. I mean, because they had no treatment whatsoever for pneumonia, anything like that. The basement here was one of the houses that was used as a hospital. There are several houses in town that they packed them in. Ultimately, 300 Confederate soldiers, around 300 died here in Hopkinsville from the plague. So 10% of the soldiers are here, and that's a pretty high number, 300 out of 3,000. I call it hospital because they brought them here to die. If you had it, you're probably gonna die. So they just brought them here until they died, and then they took them in. They actually buried them in Riverside Cemetery. The soldiers that they could identify who they were and where they were from had headstones. That's about 200 of them. The other around 100 or so that they couldn't identify are buried in a big mass grave at Riverside Cemetery with a big headstone. So there's no telling how many were packed down here. I mean, even if they would have taken them to Louisville or Nashville to a proper hospital back then, they probably would have died. But yeah, so they're probably packed in every corner down here, you can imagine. And so.
Were you a soldier? If so, set off one of the devices. Thank you very much. So what's interesting to me, Pam, about the flashlights is I feel like if it was any kind of environmental factor causing it to turn on, it should just stay on.
yeah.
So Catball, if it has something to do with the rubber O-rings in the flashlight, like if for whatever reason there's a memory, element to the rubber that's causing it to flex back into the on position, it should stay on. If it was any kind of temperature thing causing the copper leads in it to expand or contract, I feel like it would be on for a lot longer than it is. Not turning on and then a second later turning back off.
Yeah.
There's the temperature again. What I'd like to do is swap out the REM pods.
Yeah.
So you think that was a yes to that question?
Possibly, yeah. So it's possible that Catball's battery is about to die. Or
There's just somebody over
something's over there playing with it. There's a flashlight again.
Oh, that could correspond to what,
Yeah.
when you said somebody was over there.
Is someone
That's
over
what
there?
went off.
If someone's over there playing with that cat ball, can you turn that flashlight back on? You just did. There's the cat ball again. There's a REM pod downstairs. I'm going to step downstairs real quick.
Are there more than one of you here?
That's me. I'm going to swap them out. And the point of doing that is if this one now starts going off down there, there's something down there that's affecting it as opposed to just the REM pod. It's that REM pod going off. So. And then if this thing starts going off in here, it might be this. Has the flashlight gone off anymore?
Not since you've been gone.
If you're still in here with us, can you turn that flashlight on? Has the cat ball been going off?
Oh, no, I haven't seen it go off since you left the room.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's either dead now or something stopped interacting with it.
Well, someone.
Someone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're still in here, my name is David. Can you give me your name? Thank you very much. If you gave me your name in one of those voice recorders, I'll hear it later on. Thank you very much for turning that flashlight on. Dan, can you reach that black one and fiddle around with it? Just to make sure. Okay, so you just grabbed it and it turned on. Okay, the cat ball's going off now. And you're not shifting your weight enough to cause the floor to move or anything. So that cat ball is going off genuinely, not through any interaction on our part. So says the flashlight.
Mm-hmm. Are you a child?
Ooh.
Oh, it said it was a soldier.
I mean, that could be
Oh, it could be more. But
The red one just blipped.
But what's interesting is earlier we had set the condition that the black one is no.
So it's not a child.
So yeah, I'm gonna go grab the EMF detector over here because I want to.
See if it spikes over there when the ball goes off.
Yeah.
were you a Confederate soldier?
No. So you were a Union soldier?
I can hear the dog barking.
Yeah. I was hearing a dog bark over there that way. So you were a Civil War or a
Wars.
war between the states. You were in the war between the states. Or the War of Northern Aggression. So, because they didn't know it as the Civil War. So, Southern soldiers would have known it as the War of Northern Aggression and the war between the states. And then Union soldiers would have known it as the war between the states. I could be mistaken in that those are the only ones. I think there were a few other names, but it's my understanding that neither side knew it as the Civil War at the time. If that's the case, can you turn on the red flashlight for us, please? No.
No, it's not the case. I don't know. I think the War of Northern Aggression might have been a humorous thing, but
Possibly, yeah. Well, I wasn't any good at history anyways. So, but we've had pretty good luck in talking about it being the war between the states. So,
were you here because you were wounded?
At any point, do you want to go like lights out? At any point, do you want to go like lights out? At any point, do you want to go like lights out? I mean, all the lights are on, so.
yeah, the lights are on. Let me ask this. We have a lot of the lights on in the house. Would it?
What was that?
I think that was Diana sneezing.
Yeah.
Tagging a horrific sounding sneeze.
I thought that was a dog.
I thought it was too.
We have a lot of the lights on in the house. Would it benefit you if we turn them off? If you could indicate to us a yes that we should turn off the lights, we will do so. I say let's turn off most of the lights.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going off, but because like I'm really feeling a chill over here, I think I think it's that. So, okay, I just reset the temperature. So let's turn off all of them except for the one in that corner there.
Okay.
So, because I'm not 100% convinced that we need to have the lights off. So there are people who believe that you need to be in total darkness to do a ghost hunt. And that's because they have... Thank you very much for turning that on. Are you happy that we've turned off the lights? They believe that the light can possibly draw energy from them or something like that. But if stuff happens during the daytime, and most of my experiences outside of ghost hunting have been during broad daylight, I personally don't have any reason to believe that we need to have total darkness to do a ghost hunt. So
Yeah, ghosts hunt during the day as well as the night.
And-
I already said that.
and if for example the owners are here doing stuff during the day, they'll have the lights on. They're not in here in the dark during the day. They have the lights on and stuff, and they have stuff happen all the time. So that's why I don't believe we need to be in total darkness. But I've seen enough to suggest that it helps to have low lighting. Like it could be that there is some kind of energy draw happening with the lights on, or some kind of energy block happening where they can't interact as much or something. But in terms of having a little bit of light on, that's where I think it benefits us, because then now we can see shadows, or we have points of reference to see like I can't see your face right now, you're in silhouette, but I can see the lights behind you from that cabinet. If something were to black that out right now, I would have a point of reference for that. But if we're in total darkness, I'm not going to see that.
Yeah.
I have heard people talk about seeing like shadow people being darker than the dark, that kind of thing. And I might be able to experience that, but my camera might not be able to see that. So whereas if we have a little bit of light on in here, I can see some shadow movement if it were to occur. So I know I ramble on. If you're still in here with us, can you please turn on one of those flashlights for me, please? If you're still in here with us, can you please turn on one of those If you're still in here with us, can you please turn on one of those If you're still in here with us, can you please turn on one of those flashlights for me, please? Pretty please? Okay, well, we're going to move on. We may have taken up too much of your energy for now. We're going to move to a different part of the house. We thank you very much for interacting with us so far, and we hope to interact with you later on tonight.
Travel.
Travel, yes, we traveled to get here. Priest. So we are upstairs and we are doing the Estes Method. This is just a couple bedrooms, really. And Jekka is under. If you're here with us, can you give us your name?
Job.
Job. Can you give us your name?
Tony.
Tony. Thank you, Tony. Are you part of the Knight family?
Here.
Here. Yes, the Knight family lived here. Are you part of the Knight family?
I'm just.
Are you just passing through?
Panic.
Panic. Were you one of the soldiers that died here? I'm gonna turn off the lights. We'll leave that light on in the bedroom. Light on. Night shot.
Night.
Yes, it's nighttime. Were you talking with us earlier this evening when we were downstairs in the parlor?
Them.
Who's them? Are you referring to people in our group?
Possibly George.
George. Are you talking about other people that you see, but we don't?
Was it George?
Sure.
Okay.
Was it George downstairs?
Stay.
Stay. Yes, we're going to stay here tonight.
Hi.
Hello, how are you? Can we have your name?
Eustace.
Eustace. That's an old school name. Are y'all some of the soldiers that died here?
House.
We're in a house. Can you give me the name of the house?
Knock.
Knock. If I knock on the wall, can you knock back? Knock. If I knock on the wall, can you knock back? Knock. If I knock on the wall, can you knock back? If I knock on the wall, can you knock back? If I knock on the wall, can you knock back?
Guess.
I'm gonna.
Please do.
Please do.
What the heck?
You said what the heck a minute ago. What are you shocked about? I'm gonna hold up some of my fingers. Can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up?
Carrie?
And then the next kid is Carrie, the first daughter.
Carrie?
How many fingers?
No.
No. You can't or you won't.
I've heard it twice, but I'm hearing their name Jordan.
Jordan.
Why?
We're asking you these things because we want to interact with you. We want to learn from you and have a conversation with you.
Carrie was somebody
The time.
who lived here.
The time is now 11:22. Can you see us?
No one.
You can't see anyone? Which that aligns with a theory that to them we are the ghosts. So they might be going about their regular life just like we are and might just be hearing phantom sounds that what we're doing. So if they can't see us, you know, it could just be a random word. But if we were to attribute it to anything, I would say that it aligns with that theory. Now, I've said my name a couple times tonight. Can you tell me my name?
There.
Can you tell me my name?
Okay.
Can you tell us how many people are in this room right now?
What?
Can you tell us how many people are in this room right now? Can you give us the name of one of the owners of this house? Can you give us the name of one of the owners of this house? Can you give us the name of one of the owners of this house? Can you give us the name of one of the owners of this house?
Did you have this light off earlier? Or did you keep it on?
I think David should know.
Okay, I'm under. Cabinet.
What about a cabinet?
Is that where you are?
Are you in the cabinet?
Open.
Do you need to be let out? Is there a cabinet in here? I mean,
Yeah,
just...
it's right above where we've been pointing the thermal camera.
There's a cold spot right above that thing that's leaning against the wall,
Hmm.
and then between it and the door. And it's right above the cabinet.
I just got a cold breeze right here.
That's probably Diana walking by.
Anything else?
Do you have anything else for
I
us?
have
You do? What do you have for us? Do you have any messages for us?
too many questions.
Sorry.
Yeah. Does that look like it's moving to you? Changing?
Do you have any questions for us? Let's see if I can.
It's right here.
Point to it again. Sorry.
Right here.
Yeah, really dark spot.
And that keeps moving right back to it.
Hmm.
Are you right here?
It's above a cabinet.
Yeah.
I swear to God, that just moved.
Do you have any messages for us?
Is that it over in the corner? Yeah.
I don't.
You don't?
It is moving.
Because it was in the corner.
Do you want us to leave you alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
We need some big message.
And I'll pop over here and go over this way up and down.
Callaway.
I keep.
Do you want to talk?
I just got a cold breeze right here.
That was Diana moving in front of him again.
Whenever I move it, it goes right back to
Me.
What about
Back
you?
then.
Back then? What about back then?
I know. You can feel it when you're over there. No, that was just a cold spot. It moved. Yeah. So here, I feel it moving.
Are you near the cabin?
Come here.
I'm over here.
It's not going off.
Do you have anything to say? What do you want?
Watch it.
Trying to be careful. We're not here to hurt you.
It must.
I promise we're not. We're just here to communicate. I'm trying to give you the utmost respect.
I went in here.
Where did you go into the bathroom?
Searching.
What are you searching for? I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out.
Now, end it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I know I just said end it, and
Yeah.
it just came up to me.
Like I was saying, I'm about to pull them out, and you said now and then end it, like right as I was about
That's
to
pretty
do
cool.
that. Yeah.
We
I-
keep showing like a shadow, like right here.
In the thermal
It's
camera.
like in the thermal camera.
And
like
it's
cold.
freezing
The
right
little
there.
indicator for the coldest spot just keeps coming right. No matter how you turn, it keeps coming right back to that spot.
It's right behind
like
you.
right here. Huh?
Is it recording?
It's like right behind you.
right behind me now?
Yeah.
The
To your
thermal
right.
camera doesn't record.
You can take like still shots.
Were you getting video of it?
I got a little bit of video of it.
Okay.
Cabinet.
Cabinet again.
Interesting. Can you be more descriptive? Which cabinet?
Parents.
Parents.
That's cabinet.
Are you hiding from your parents up here? And if you go over to the lady sitting in the chair in the middle of the room, you can talk to her and she will relay your words to us. She has these funny things on her ears that are helping her listen. If you talk to her, she will tell us what you say.
Ghost.
Ghost.
It's another ghost.
Yeah, I said
Friendly ghost.
friendly ghost.
Yeah. Are you a friendly ghost?
Just tagging some
Final.
noise in the room. Final.
Your stomach just growled.
Miss.
Miss. Was it miss or mist?
I think it was Miss.
Miss.
Estes.
Estes.
That's what we're doing right now.
Now we're talking. That's interesting. That's really interesting.
Didn't one of you say Eustace earlier?
I said Eustace.
Somebody just touched me.
No.
No,
No?
she can't hear us.
Something touched my knee.
Okay. Yeah. Good job. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for the EMF detector. She went right for it. Good job, Pam. So yes, we're doing something called the Estes Method. I take it you're familiar with it?
Have you seen other people up here do it? Do the Estes method? The temperature's flickering.
9.
9. 9 times?
Help me.
You said it help us or help me, something like that on yours.
Blindfold.
Blindfold.
Yes, the lady in the room is in the middle of the room is blindfolded.
You said save us earlier.
Yeah, save us. That's what you said.
Owner.
Owner. There are 2 owners currently here. Can you tell me either of their names?
60.
60. Didn't I say 62?
Yeah. Did I say any numbers? I don't remember.
Mm-mm.
7.
He said 7.
There's something here.
Are you standing over by Diana, who's sitting with the headphones
The blindfold?
and the blindfold?
I can't make out any of the words. It's like lots of things are on top of each other.
Yeah, I had that problem.
Yeah, same.
Night?
Night.
4 times we've gotten night.
What do you mean by night? Do you mean the night house? Or that it is nighttime?
There's like a voice right here. But I can't make out what it's saying. It's not part of the noise.
That's creepy.
She's gone.
Who's gone?
He did say that, they'd talk for a while and then they just go away.
Yeah.
So maybe that's who it is. Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay.
That was uncomfortable. Like most of that, there was like a voice here.
Mhm.
Like it was trying to whisper in my ear, talk to me like right here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was like frustrated.
Hmm. Both are on.
Oh wow.
So we've come back to you here in the parlor. I see that.
Hi.
Hello there. I see that you're still familiar with the flashlights and getting them both to work. Just for confirmation, can you turn one of them on in the count of 3? No? Okay. In the count of 3, can you turn the other flashlight on? 1, 2, 3. Turn the other flashlight on.
Please?
Please. No?
Not that one, the other one.
Okay, we won't ask you to do it on the count of 3, but can you turn the other flashlight on at all? You just did it. Okay, can you turn on that one flashlight that you're turning on? Can you turn it off right now? Thank you. Can you turn it on only on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. A little late, but it happened. Now we have a voice recorder right next to that flashlight. Can you give us your name? I kind of want to reset the flashlights. I'm going to reset these flashlights. So if you would, could you try to turn on the other torch? The other flashlight? No, the other one.
You tried it on earlier. You know you can do it.
Possibly. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, because this...
Doing it irregular.
Yeah, exactly.
Be really interesting to see if it goes along with subsonic frequencies we can't hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe if you block them.
Yeah, that's an idea.
I'm thinking if it's sensitive to some kind of vibration on the mantle, it's still gonna go off.
Now we swapped them. Yep. So I'm pretty convinced at this point that this instance is not paranormal. There's something, some kind of vibration or something's going on. I don't know.
Want to try putting it on a soft surface again and see if that helps?
Yeah. Alrighty. So you like them both on the sofa. That's very nice. Thank you very much. So the one on my right, which I'm pointing at right now, the black one, we're going to establish that one as a yes. And the red one to my left, we're going to establish that as a no. Do you like it when investigators come here to the night house? Black for yes, red for no. Oop. Yes. Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're talking. And then no. Yes, but also no. Is it too late for you? Let's see. Can you turn that off for me, please? Okay. Is it too late for you? Are you trying to get some rest? No. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's kind of acting like what they did at Spectrum Tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were just kind of both going on and off.
Yeah.
But it's interesting now that now that they're both up on the sofa, they're both turning on and off.
Yeah.
Whereas on the floor or on the mantle, only one of them was turning on.
Mm-hmm.
And then we moved them to the floor, and they were both of them were kind of turning on.
Yeah.
But now this black one is like, it's turning on at the same amount of times as the red one is. So can you turn them both on at the same time? Almost. There we go. Thank you very much. Can you make one of them turn on really fast and turn off really fast? Just on off. Oh my God. Thank you very much. I did not expect that to happen. So that was our investigation of the Night House in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. It was a really awesome experience getting to investigate such a historic home, and we want to thank Eric and Roger for being such amazing hosts. My apologies if this video was rather rough. It's still difficult managing camera work while investigating, and the investigation is still my primary focus. So we're still working on it. But if you like this video and want to see us continue to grow as investigators, please hit that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching.